Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.
Buster Douglas knocked him out. Buster Douglas, the fat bump, the legend.
Yo, this is Kris Caban chilling with my man EJ Boxing Live, one of the hottest, dopest boxing channels on YouTube. Check him out.
Boxing Meet Some Rounds on the EJ Live YouTube channel.
And Thea was the number 10 rating contender, and he had never been knocked down. And Sonny destroyed his mouth. But Thea lost most of his teeth, basically with 1 or 2 left hooks.
Oh shit, boy! What was look at kids sleeping like Manny Pacquiao?
DJ Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.
Let's get it on! A long time ago, the middleweight division would have been stacked. All them
Then
guys.
again, Cotto would have probably started at lightweight. That's what he would have probably done.
Well, yeah, like you know, all these fights would have been made. We was talking about Aaron Pryor just a second ago. So Aaron Pryor would have been a lightweight, and he would have buffed to fight people like Camacho. Who's the other guy you said? Some other dudes you was mentioning.
He would have
Ramirez.
He would have had to fight Arguello at lightweight rather than light welter. It could have been a different situation.
I mean, it sounds impressive when you have all these in between weights. He's a 6-weight champion, this and that. But the fact of the matter is, when boxing was conceived, all these in between weights weren't there, man.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It was straight flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, light heavy, and heavy. And that's it.
See, that's the thing. Talking about 6-weight champions, Henry Armstrong could have held 6 titles simultaneously today.
Yeah, that's right.
If he did what he was doing there.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, look, we were just talking, yesterday about Sam Lamford.
Yeah.
Right? So Sam Lamford campaigned from lightweight all the way up to heavyweight. And he fought the very best at the time in the divisions. And remember, the time light heavyweight was called a catchweight for the people listening. There weren't no light heavyweight division. That division was called a catchweight division at the time in the turn of the century around that time.
That's right.
He campaigned at lightweight, fought Joe Gans, who recognized the best lightweight, regarded as one of the best lightweight ever in the game in the lightweight division. He fought Jersey Walker. Judge Joe Walcott, that's the original Judge Joe Walcott, the Barbados famous, right? He fought him, and he regarded as one of the best welterweights. They fought him, and then he moved up to middleweight. And you guys know this Danny Ketcher who fought Jack Johnson, and he fought Tiger Flowers at middleweight, and then light heavyweight Philadelphia Jack O'Brien, and then heavyweight Jack Johnson. Everyone knows who Jack Johnson is. Yeah, that's the name. And Fireman Flynn, and all these other names, Gene Jeanette, Sam McVeigh.
And he beat all of them.
He beat all of them. And this is what I'm saying to you. So people talk about, and this is not in between weights. This is straight up.
Yeah.
You got some guy from lightweight to go all the way to heavyweight. And these days, never. Mister, I'm not going to quote no names here. That has never been done right now to campaign at all them weights, to win weights at all them people at all them weights. Never. Someone told me, I like someone to rebuttal me, come back on that. That's never been done.
See, even Donaire, we started the lower weights, man. Like with Donaire. We can even go further down with Roman Gonzalez. Like, he went from...
Strawweight.
Yeah, right. He did jump over a division, to be honest.
No, he hasn't. No, he didn't. He got all the divisions. He's campaigning all of them. Right now, he's in he's a flyweight, so he's a 3 divisions. He's a 3-division champion. He ain't missed no division. Strawweight, junior fly, and fly. That's where he is.
You sure he didn't jump a division?
He hasn't jumped no division. The only one jumped the division is Nui. I knew it.
He's not a freeweight champion, though, is he?
Who's that?
Gonzalez.
Yeah, he's a freeweight champion. He tied Alexa Aguayo. That's the other day when he beat Kira Agashi. It's the video I made, man. Bro. It's the video I made, bro.
Well, that's even more impressive then.
Yeah, he tied Alexa Aguayo, man. So he's tied up. So what I'm saying to you is that, so usually, there was no strawweight. How long strawweight been around? It hasn't been around that long.
Strawweight. No, it hasn't been there. No, it hasn't. Yeah.
They called it minimum weight for a while.
Minimum weight. They still do.
No, they don't. They changed it back to strawweight.
No, they still call it minimum weight. In certain weight. If you go to certain ratings, they still call it minimum weight. Or mini, or they call it mini flyweight. Minimum weight, mini fly, or strawweight.
No. Officially, they changed it back because they didn't like it. They changed it back. They changed it back last year. So only last year they changed it back. They don't call it minimum weight no more. They call it strawweight because the name didn't catch on. So they just call it strawweight. So that's what they did.
Well, I've got one of the biggest official rankings page. They still call it minimum weight.
If you go read magazine right now, you can check for yourself, man.
They still call it minimum weight and mini flyweight. But that's irrelevant. All right.
Anyway, Jay, so what we're saying is that there's no in-between weights. So there's no junior and there's no junior and there's no supers. So if you take out the juniors and seniors, right, and that's it. So we're looking at some of the guys we consider like Leonard and Hearns and stuff like that. Well, let's look at it, right. So Leonard won a belt at welterweight, right, and middleweight, and that's it. That will be it, right?
Yeah, you have to take away his light middleweight crown and his super middleweight crown.
He won a belt at light heavy, but he never actually things. So it's a freeweight. But Hearns legitly from welterweight to light heavyweight, legit, right?
Well, we'd have to take away his light heavyweight belt because like.
So Hearns.
Yeah, because that wasn't an official division at one stage. We have to get rid of that too.
Oh, it wasn't like a linear belt or nothing.
Yeah,
no?
yeah. So when you think about it, right?
This middle.
The super middleweights back then, the middleweights. They'd have to go and fight heavy back in the day. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's true. I mean, Roy's got
like Sam Langford did.
That's right. I mean, Roy would have a middleweight and light heavyweight and heavyweight. Roy's pretty good though. That's pretty good though for Roy. You know what I mean? Roy won a middleweight. I'm not counting the super middleweight. So you got middleweight, light heavy, and heavy. It's pretty good. That's 3 divisions, legit, right? Without in betweens.
Well, if you're gonna count the light heavy, yeah.
Roy was the undisputed light heavy.
Yeah, I know. But if you're not gonna count that as an in between,
I count the light heavy. I count the the light heavy. We count the light heavy. The light heavy's a division, isn't it?
George Gardner had the title first. It wasn't an official division. That was an in between weight division.
No, but the division became existent because they actually made it. How long has the light heavyweight division been around? It's been around from like the 1910. From 1910.
Yeah, Gardner was the first champion. I think
Exactly,
Bob Fitzsimmons beat him.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's still an in between division. Yeah.
Right. You're okay. All right. You know what? Beast has made an absolute point. You're right. That's right. Beast has made an absolute point. Disregard the light heavyweight because it's an in between weight, and they did say it was a catchweight. It is a catch. You know what? So the light heavyweight must have been the first catchweight division in existence, then, isn't it?
Because it's flyweight. Okay, flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, welter, middle,
and heavy. And heavy.
Light heavy. All right, we'll leave light. We'll keep the light heavy in because it's eight traditional. It's 8 traditional.
No, it's a catchweight though. It's a catchweight.
It is a catchweight, but it's still a traditional.
Nah, allow it, innit? Allow it. It's a catchweight, innit? Take out the catchweights.
That's a bit hard, man, because everyone from middle has to fight a heavy.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say to you then.
No, it's 8 traditional. Cause, all right, it came late, but it's still the traditional.
We're making exceptions now.
Not really, because what it was, back in the day, everything over middleweight had to fight heavies, but that was a bit rough. So we'll keep it 8 traditional. Like
that's what I was doing. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's leave it. So what I was trying to say it again, So not Hearns. Roy Jones, legitly middleweight, light heavy, and heavyweight. Legit. That's legit. No arguments, nothing. No diggity, no doubt. Right? That's very hard to do, man. That is very, very hard to do. To come from a middleweight all the way up, man. That's very rare that you could even do that. I don't care what anyone says. Did Roy Jones fight the linear champion, which is Lennox Lewis, though?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. But he fought a version of the belts because a version. But I can give him a squeeze, maybe. He didn't want to fight Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis was the linear champion at the time.
Yeah, but Sam Langford fought one of the best heavyweights ever. He fought Jack Johnson. He fought all the tough guys.
Yeah, he did. He fought the dudes who were the dudes, right?
Yeah.
Every linear guy, he fought them, innit?
Yeah, I'm not going to put the word cherry pick in my video. I don't like the way people use it. So I'm going to say Roy was selective. And he took Ruiz. He was an opportunist.
And let's go talk about Manny Pacquiao. So where did Manny Pacquiao start off his weight? He started off his thing. Was it a junior? It started off at a junior weight.
What was his first?
Because this is what I'm saying to you, so people can break down, understand that how hard it is to do. Because certain people are saying that's never been done and whatever, and out the catch weights and then see what's popping in it.
Yeah. What was his first weight class? I'm not even too sure. Was it flyweight? Was he a fly?
I'm one of them flies, man. Not too sure.
Yeah, I think he won his first belt with flyweight. You know what I mean? He was a flyweight. I'm on BoxRec now. Yeah, he was a flyweight champion.
All right, so don't count the minimum.
That's official. That's an official weight class.
Yeah. All right.
right?
It's a good.
Super bantamweight official for a start,
Oh,
right?
no.
And he was a champion there. Well, yeah, he was IBF. So that's not I mean, that's not traditional 8. Super
Yeah,
bantam.
I'm going up right now. I'm still waiting for him to get. He's in super. He's got a lot of supers. All right, so he's got a featherweight division. He won a featherweight.
No, start light, because that's one title. All right.
Start
flyweight. Start flyweight.
Yeah,
right?
I did flyweight, and then he's won a bantamweight. That's it.
Right,
So,
he's won the full bantam, yeah.
no, he hasn't. No, he didn't win no full bantam yet. I'm like, where is it? Okay. No, he's won a super.
Yeah, that don't count.
No, that's what I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah.
So from flyweight, he never campaigned that bantamweight. He jumped up.
Featherweight, cool.
Featherweight, he got one at featherweight. He got one at featherweight. Well, actually, what belt did he get at featherweight? He doesn't. And
IBF.
Marco Antonio, he hasn't got one. But Marco Antonio was the Ring Magazine champion, right? He never actually had a belt.
He beat Marquez.
He's not at featherweight. Not at featherweight. It says it here. Look, you can see it there. This is a draw. Like what I'm saying, Marco Antonio Barrera was
a draw. Yeah, it's a draw.
Yeah, Marco Antonio Barrera was the undisputed champ because he beat Nassim Hamed, and he was the.
Well, we'll give him that. We'll give him that then.
Yeah, we give him a flyweight one, right?
Yeah, and the feather.
Yeah, the flyweight and the feather because he beat Barrera.
Because he beat Barrera. Barrera wasn't messing with belts. He didn't want to pay sanction. He didn't need it. Yeah, so we give him the Barrera.
Barrera was the Ring Magazine champ. That's what I'm saying.
So we give him 2. We give him 2.
He's got 2, man. And then so you go up now.
Super featherweight don't count.
Well, I know he won a lightweight one, so we can go up straight to lightweight. He beat David Diaz already, so that's 3.
All right, that's 3.
All right, so you going up, keep going, and he's got the welterweight belt. He won a welterweight belt.
Okay.
4.
4.
Yeah, welterweight, and that's that.
That's that, man. I don't even need to count no further because what did he win? Yeah.
That's 4. So basically 4 divisions, man.
Yeah, really, yeah.
It's pretty good, though. Pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But then if you got a lightweight, if you break it down at lightweight, he didn't fight the linear lightweight, which was what's his name, Nate Campbell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, and that's another factor, right? We're taking away all the in-between divisions, and if we was to take away all the belt opportunities, the 4 different organizations, it's a different thing now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But 4 weights he campaigned that, and he didn't win the thing at lightweight. But other than that, he campaigned that welterweight, and if he beats Floyd, he's the dude. But 4 weights, pretty hard. That's pretty hard in this day and age. It's pretty hard.
If we go to Henry Armstrong, right? Yeah. He started at feather.
Yeah, he did.
Right? Lightweight, won the welterweight, and he got a draw for the middleweight, which was disputed. Right? So let's look at this. Potentially, right? He could hold 8 titles simultaneously. Because to me, there's no reason he couldn't have won a light welterweight. No reason he couldn't have won a light middle either. Or super featherweight.
But the thing is, people need to understand that he fought the very best because there was only one belt in each division.
That's right.
So it wasn't like you wasn't fighting you fought. There was only one belt, so you fought the very best in the division. You understand that? The very best in the division. There weren't you couldn't get away with Nate Campbell. Couldn't get away with it.
Man. Yeah. He's fighting.
Even Roy Jones.
Guys like Lou Ambers.
Yeah, Even Roy Jones. You couldn't get away with not fighting Lennox Lewis. Roy Jones would have to fight Lennox Lewis. He wouldn't have got no version of no heavyweight belt. Or James Toney, middleweight, and he never won no belt at light heavyweight. He won a belt cruiserweight. So this James Toney officially middleweight, and that's that. And he never fought the official heavyweight champion, which was Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, and he got done with the drugs anyway. So that's fine.
So we go through some of the guys. Let's go through. Hagler the stayed at one division. Who else is people consider? All right, let's talk about Roberto Duran. Yeah.
He didn't mess with the lightweight division anyway, so.
Lightweight,
welter,
middle. That's it, right?
Free weight, that's really good.
That's good. And did he fight the very best at each division? Lightweight, he was the very
he cleaned out lightweight. So,
all right. Well, at welterweight, he beat Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
All right. And at middleweight, Iron Barkley beat Hearns, right?
Yeah.
And bashed him. So that's it. That's a wrap, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's a wrap right there, man. And that's what we got, right? What about Shane Mosley?
lightweight champion, IBF lightweight. See, but that's the thing, man. Duran was winning like, you know, proper belts, man, and like he was the undisputed at thing.
They said Sheamus was one of the greatest lightweights of all time, but who did he fight? He beat Billy Holiday. Who was the best in the division at the time when he was there? Did he clean up?
Billy Holiday. Billy Holiday.
No, Billy Holiday, you know what I'm talking about. He's not Billy Holiday. The guy from South Africa. What was his name?
Philip Holiday. Philip.
My bad. It's Philip Holiday. All right, they said Sheamus is the best lightweight who ever lived, right? So what I'm saying is that who was the best in the division? They said he was, but winning the belt against Philip Holiday, was Philip Holiday the best lightweight at the time?
No, he wasn't.
Where's Chris Caban?
Where's Chris? Where you at, Chris?
Where you at, Chris? Because Chris is in there. All right, I guess me and Beats gonna have to deal with it. All right, so Philip Holiday at the time in the lightweight division, there was other guys in there he could have fought, right? Well, I know there was thing I can tell you who was around, Ben. It was sorry, Beats. It was what's his name again? Paul Spadder, and it was that guy Leonard Doreen, man. Because at the end of the day, like Shane, they say Shane the best ever. I mean, his skill set was the best. I mean, going up and beating Oscar De La Hoya, very impressive, man. But other than that, man, you know.
Yeah, Spider 4 was about 99.
Yeah.
Shane was about 97. No, he won his first belt in 97.
Yeah, but Shane didn't move up until Oscar De La Hoya until 2001.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, they could have definitely fought each other.
And Lelo Doreen was the guy. So I'm saying to you. So what I'm saying is that in the day, like these guys were there, but Sportsberry never proved anything. You know, Shane would have helped Shane if he cleaned him up. But I mean,
yeah, like Shane should have fought Stevie Johnson, isn't it? That's who he should have.
Stevie Johnson, he beat Castillo though, Beats, because Stevie Johnson lost to Castillo.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, that's who Shane should have. I mean, like, so, you know.
Yeah, Shane
definitely should have fought him. I don't know what Shane. Philip Holiday, what the hell?
Yeah, you see, that's where he won his belt from, the guy from South Africa. But they regard Shane as one of the best lightweights of all time. But I give it to you. Roberto Duran still is, man. Roberto Duran still is, man. You know?
Stevie Johnson was just as good as Shane. Lightweight.
Well,
resume.
Yeah, he fought. Yeah. He fought tough names, some tough fights, man.
Yeah. All right, so let's look at who else was we looking at? We said we're doing. All right, Bernard Hopkins is another good one. What do you think? Bernard Hopkins. So Bernard Hopkins at middleweight. Did he fight the very best at middleweight?
No, he didn't.
Are we gonna give it to him?
He's got middleweight. Yeah, he's got it. All
right, light heavyweight. Who did he fight at light heavyweight?
Tava.
Beat Tava. Tava beat Roy Jones. So yeah, that's good.
All right, so he's a two-weight champion, really. That's what he'd be, right?
Yeah, 2-weight. Yeah, just 2-weight.
He'll be a two-weight champion, man. See, you know what I mean? You don't see. This is the truth, man. Card in between weights, you ain't getting no ting, man.
Yeah.
You ain't getting no shine right now. It's a different thing, man. And you know, you understand. Let's talk about. And you see Lamford, and you talk about now Lamford with no in between weight. Lamford was what Lamford was doing. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's right.
It's madness from lightweight to heavyweight and competing.
Yeah, that's right.
Ridiculous. How bad it was that Jack Johnson didn't want to give him a rematch. He said, "Fuck that. I'll hold him to my belt."
Did we do Roy Jones?
What's that?
Did we do Roy?
We done Roy. We done him starting off on light. Roy Jones started off light heavy.
Yeah.
Started on middleweight. He beat at middleweight. He got a belt. The belt was the middleweight belt. He beat James. No, not James Toney. At middleweight, he got the vacant belt from thing. But who was the best middleweight at the time when in the middleweight division? When Roy picked up the vacant belt against Hopkins.
Who was the best?
Yeah, there was there to be someone who was regarded as the best middleweight. Oh, because James Toney actually, you know what, James Toney moved out of the division, so they fought for the vacant belt. So whoever won that bout between Hopkins and Roy Jones was regarded as the best middleweight. That's how that worked.
Yeah, of course the winner of that's the best.
That's what they said. That's why Roy Jones got that one, right? And then middleweight, and then that's it. Up to light heavyweight, he regarded as the best, and that's it. Heavyweight, he didn't fight the very best heavyweight. He got a belt though. But no one's ever done that. No one's ever done from thing for since Bob Fitzsimmons, isn't it? From middleweight up to thing.
Yeah.
That's the old timers, yeah. This is what the old timers, the one. All these guys are dead. They still kind of dismiss the middleweight, the in between weights.
What about Bob Fitzsimmons? I mean, he's a free weight champ. He would have been probably 6. He would have won the super middleweight if there was one there.
Yeah, Bob Simmons is that dude. Well, middleweight, light heavy, and then heavyweight.
Yeah, he would have won the cruiserweight title too.
He won all the in-between weights.
Yeah, he won all of them. Super middle, light heavy,
But
cruiserweight.
if we're saying that there, some of the black dudes who weren't allowed, they would have got that as well, man. You know, some of the black dudes they would have moved up. They would have got some of that as well.
Yeah, of course. They would have been running Rapshod, man, over everything.
Yeah. So who else modern day? Right, who else modern day that people regardless is that dude?
Man, there's loads of them, man.
Ricky Hatton wouldn't be a champion. Ricky Hatton wouldn't be a champion because he
wouldn't be a champion.
He wouldn't be a champion. He wouldn't have no belts. He wouldn't have no belts. Nothing. No, there's no like welterweight. That division's not there.
Yep.
So Costa Zoo wouldn't be there.
No, he won the welterweight belt. Ricky won a welterweight strap.
Oh yeah, he did. No, but he didn't fight. But who was the best welterweight?
No, but he beat Fing in it. So we're talking about the weight classes. If we're talking about that.
But who was the very best in the division? It wasn't Louis Collazo.
No, I thought we were just talking about traditional weight divisions. Like,
yeah, but what we're saying is that, but who was the best?
He probably won them. Yeah.
Be a champion because you have to fight the very best in the division, isn't it?
Well, we'd have to change the criteria rather than that. We'd have to say.
That's what I'm saying.
As well as take the in between division, we'd have to take away all the other belts as well.
No, what we said, like you can't
just do lineal. Just do whoever was lineal as well.
No, not really lineal, but who's the best? That's why I said who was the best, and then we talk about who's the best. And
well, what are you gonna do, best or lineal?
No, that's the best. Not lineal.
Well, that's just opinion based, isn't it? So
this is just opinion based right now, isn't it? The whole thing is opinion based, isn't it? So really, isn't it? The whole thing is opinion based.
Yeah, but we want to break down who's the actual champion rather than argue who's the best. So.
Yeah, but Ricky, he wouldn't be a champion. He would have contended for a champion. Whether he'd have been a champion, whether he'd have beaten Floyd and who else was there? I think Cotto was there. I think Floyd and Cotto was there at the time. They were the top dogs at the time. Whether he'd have, maybe with Cotto. I think it was was Floyd there with the welterweight? No. When Louis Collazo got the belt, who was there? I think it was Floyd. No, I think it was maybe Shane or Ricardo or Spinks maybe. One of them dudes.
Louis Collazo, what year was that? That was about 2005, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember, man. There's so much belts.
What other fight can we recommend? Who else? What other fight that people regard these days was one of the best? Because we done Pacquiao Mayweather already. I think that's about it. Chris ain't saying nothing about it. I don't know, man. Michael Nunn? I think Michael Nunn.
He was a middleweight champion, so. And
middleweight champion, innit? Definitely, innit?
Yeah.
Say what you just said again, Harold.
I said, where's Chris, man? Why don't you chime in, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah? We were talking about some of the guys who've got multiple weight champions, yeah? Using the criteria without the in-between weights.
Okay. That means you're gonna have to take Mike McCallum belt from him then, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he'd have to lose his light middleweight strap.
Yeah, that's it. So Mike McCallum Mike McCallum regarded, but Mike McCallum was that dude at middleweight though, innit?
Yeah, but he ain't beat James Toney was the lineal champion.
Then James Toney grew up and Mike McCallum became the guy at that division. Who was Mike? How did that work?
No, Mike McCallum lost to James Toney.
They drawed the first time.
He lost.
They drawed the first time.
He lost twice.
No, first one was a draw.
The second one he lost.
Was that still at middleweight or was that super middleweight?
Super mid.
So we're not talking about in between weight.
But James Toney was regarded the lineal champion. That's what you said, right?
No, we weren't talking about lineal. It was his opinion, but we were saying who was the best at the division. So Mike McCallum would have been the middleweight champion, and then he wouldn't have got like the light heavyweight. Did he win the lineal lightweight?
Yeah, he won the light heavyweight.
He won the best. See, that's it.
Well, I'm not sure if he fought the best. He fought Jess Harding, so I don't know who
was around. Because Jeff Harden won the lineal champion.
Yeah.
Virgil Hill was in Miskowski beat him.
Yeah, so he wouldn't. He just one weight class, man.
Yeah, it sounds doomed, didn't it? It's just stupid that shit.
That's why I don't like doing this, because all our favorite fighters might lose some time.
Yeah, hell yeah, they do.
You just saying how it would be, man. Like if there was like no in between weights, then how would it be? That's what we're saying, man. You know, that's what we're saying. You know, and that's why it's very hard for them guys. If there was like the best in the division to dominate the thing, like Carl Froch, yeah. So Carl Froch is just a super middleweight. he would have to campaign at middleweight. That's why I mentioned it. Or Ward, you know, Ward. They'd have to be either one light heavy or middle. That's
boy. Froch would be fighting Kovalev right now.
Froch would be fighting Kovalev, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
How about that long Chavez reign he had at 140? He probably would have lost.
Oh yeah. Like welterweight belt goes, that goes. I think he won belts at super feather and all that as well. So all that goes, yeah.
Yeah. See, this fights would have happened, man. The fights would have been happening.
Yeah.
Boxing record. So what we're saying is that the reason why we mention it, would boxing be a better way if there's no in between weight? Boxing would probably be in a better place, man.
Well, Chavez wasn't as effective at welterweight as he was at lightweight. He definitely wasn't. So that it changed.
Before at welterweight, I don't see him winning the title.
No, I don't see it.
I don't think he could have beat Simon Brown.
They was effective at lightweight, though, isn't it, Chavez?
That lightweight, yeah, that's official.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. I used to talk about Julio Chavez. All right, so Julio Chavez. So go through the weight classes. Take out the in-between weights. How many weight classes would there be? Who'd be a two-weight champion if that was the case, wouldn't he?
No, it'd be more than that.
It'd be more than that.
Yeah. More than that.
So lightweight, no in-between weight.
No. He didn't start at lightweight. He was winning championships before that.
No, but we're taking it with the in-between weights, right?
Take 140 out the title ring he had at 140.
Yeah. Take the super featherweight. He was super featherweight, so that would go. Okay, so lightweight you'd have.
I just said he'd be a two-weight champion.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to tell you. He'd be a two-weight champion, and then he's most effective in the division would probably be a lightweight.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, you're right, lightweight.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say to you. And this is what I'm saying. The reason why I brought it up, because these guys, Aaron Pryor, all these dudes, they would have to fight. They would have had some wicked fights, man. They would have had some wicked fights. There was no way you could avoid it. You couldn't avoid. So this is what I'm saying. In the turn of the century, there was no way you avoiding the very best. You couldn't avoid the very best. The very best had to fight in a turn around that time. They had to fight each other. They all had to fight each other. There was no way you getting around it. You couldn't, like, all these belts, all this proliferation of belts and these multiple weight classes, it allows people to fucking get some wiggle room if you want to avoid someone. I don't need to fight him. He's boring. He don't set up the gate.
Yep.
But I've been saying that. They still avoided Sam Lamford with all that. When they couldn't avoid the one color barrier. No, because they still had excuses. They had the color barrier. That was their excuse then, isn't it?
Yep.
So now what they did, they said, you know what? To get more excuse, let's make it harder. Let's have all these in between weights, and let's make bigger belts. Let's make it harder for people to duck people.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, and then they got 4 belts in each division, and then certain belts, whoever's holding the belt, certain divisions and belts were harder than other divisions. Like we were talking about the WBO, IPF, the WBA, and stuff like that. And now it's like, well, you're holding that belt. You know their champions are harder. You know their division is much harder than your division.
Yeah.
See, when you start talking like that now, and then boxing becomes a whole heap of headache. It's simple, man.
Yeah, well, what it is, man, the only problem with it is, it wouldn't be so bad if they had all these weight classes now. It's when people make the argument to say, yeah, I mean, he's greater than them old school because he's got one of them belts. You know, I mean, that's just, I mean, it's a convenient argument, you know? It's a convenient argument. You can't just say because they've got all them because they've got all the weight classes and they've got 4 different belts to pick from, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
So, you know, you got to consider that too, man. You got to consider that too. People
sit down and, you know, you take away these in-between weights. And then let's say, because I didn't even see, I took out in between, but I didn't take away the 4 alphabet soup belts. I didn't do that. Because I didn't try and make it hard for you. So if I let's say you take out in between weights, and now we make it 1 belt in each weight class. Now that's fucking hard.
Yeah, that's right. It's harder to win belts.
No, it's hard. Yes, it's very hard. That's a serious thing there, bro. You think people will be able to reign like they were?
Yeah, and a lot of men would have to wait a long time to get their shots and shit.
Let's talk about Joe Calzaghe. Would Joe Calzaghe, right, at light heavyweight, would he reign as well he was going to reign, like he was going to reign? And there's no super middle, so Joe would have to be at middle or light heavyweight. Which weight do you reckon he would go?
I think he would go to light heavyweight because he would have been too big for 160.
All right, so it's light heavyweight. So the dudes at the light heavyweight.
He started as a middleweight.
He actually started, but his body was too thin. He couldn't make that no more. So
yeah,
he would have to go. Chris is right. He probably would have ended up at light heavyweight. So at light heavyweight at the time when he was fighting was what? Roy Jones.
Montel Griffith.
Huh?
Montel Griffith.
Yeah. Jake Told. Yeah. Michael Nunn was there.
Chesky.
Michael Nunn, yeah, Michael Chesky. Michael Nunn was still around. You know?
Tarver.
Yeah, yeah. No, Tarver didn't come on the scene then. It came in a bit later. Actually, yeah, you're right. It would have had to. He wouldn't have them rain, man. That 20 defenses wouldn't have been happening, man.
Nah.
No, I stand corrected. I just went in his box rec. I remember when he beat Stephen Wilson, Joe Kawasaki, the Scottish guy. He was always a super middleweight.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Yeah. All right. So you take away Joe Kawasaki super middle thing and put him into the middle, innit? Like, and that is serious, man. It's serious dudes you're facing, man. Say with Ben and Eubanks, right? Say with Ben and Eubanks, because let's say there's no super middle, so these two would have to be just go back right down to, because they're not gonna go out like heavy. Even though Eubanks did campaign at what cruiserweight.
Yeah, he fought a cruiser, so.
Yeah, but so not in between.
He might have done all right at light heavyweight.
He would have done better at light heavy, though, innit? He would have probably done better at light heavy, though, innit? If you take out the in between weight, he would have probably done better at light heavy.
Yeah, if you take yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's put Ben at middle and Eubank at middle, and then you got the G-Man and Roy Jones and all them others, man. It would have been wicked, bro.
Boy, Ben would have got beatings at light heavy, in my opinion.
Yeah,
He would have lost to Reggie Johnson, somebody a cute and slick guy like that.
They would have been too big for him. Because in the two middle, it was a bit too big for him already.
Yeah.
He was fighting out of his weight class then. It was busting a gut. You know who was there? He was just chasing Eubanks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing. Steve Collins, right, would have been at middleweight still. You know, it would have been a different campaign for certain people, man. Alright, I'll tell you what, let's put it like this. The in-between weights killed the middleweights and the bloody light heavyweight. It killed some of the divisions, man.
Yeah, it did.
It's killed it because
it stopped some great middleweight fights happening. It weakened the division from the
it weakened it. That's
the lineage of Hagler. Because when Hagler was popping, they went on super middleweight division.
No, there weren't no super middleweight division.
Yeah.
You know, it's the win between weights has done that, and the
diluted it badly.
People complaining about the belts, but really, it's the in between weights that's killed off the damn game, man.
Yeah.
All right, that's the fucking murderer's row. That's the murderer's shit, but not murderer's row. That's the murderer thing right there.
Yeah.
And then proliferation of belts. Because we argue about the proliferation of the belts, but really, truly, if you take away, let's keep the belts there for alphabetical suits there. But if you take away the in-between weights, boxing would be healthier. The UFC, they don't have no problem with this. They have them weight classes. They don't have no in-between weights. None.
See, the thing is, okay, it's bad having a lot of belts, right? Because, you know, you can decide to fight that guy and that guy. But when there's no weights there, you even if you're going to do cherry picking because there's 5 different organizations or sanctioning bodies, you still got to jump 7-8 pounds, a stone every division. That's hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's bloody hard, man.
It is, man. And that's why when we talk about Sam Lanford, what he did, and this is way before Henry Armstrong. Way before Henry Armstrong. Even though Henry Armstrong got the initial belt, what he did is incredible.
Yeah.
It is incredible. By none, the greatest fighter of all time. By none. I argue anything. People want to argue me back. You argue, like, from a lightweight, the very best at each division he fought. And there was no in-between weights. Are you crazy? Lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, light heavy, and heavy. No in-between weights. That is a huge amount of pounding and compete and beat the best.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's suicide. Suicide is what it is. Suicide.
Absolutely.
Roy Jones could get away with it, yeah? The reason why Roy Jones got, because Lennox Lewis gave up one of his belts, man. You know what I mean? If Lennox didn't give up one of his belts, would Roy Jones be so happy to go up there to fight Lennox Lewis?
He wouldn't have did it.
He wouldn't have did it. He saw a loophole, and he said, "All right, I'm gonna pick up a belt." And as soon as I got it, what did he do when he got the belt? What did he do, Beats? Well, after he got the belt of John Ruiz, what did he do, Chris?
He jumped down, but jumped out of the division.
That was his demise.
No way he jumped down the division. You know who the number 1 contender for his belt, right? Was right.
Why did he fight Chris Bird, man?
No, he was supposed to fight David Tua.
He was supposed to fight David Tua.
David Tua was the number 1 contender when he was at the for his belt.
Yeah. How do you think that would have went, fight fans?
I think David Tua would have knocked him out.
You think if that was Sam Lanford, you think Sam Lanford would have backed down?
Nah, nope. Lanford would have been chasing Tua all over the place to fight him. You know what I mean? And what you got to remember, man, is Tua took Ruiz out in 16 seconds.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, cool. So, I mean, like, you know, Roy, took advantage. You know, I'm not going to use the cherry picking word. You know, but he was selective.
The next fight was Tarver beats. Who was the safer opponent, Tarver or Tu?
So, sorry, say that again. You cut.
Who, if a person was picking that didn't want to fight the toughest opponent, who was the weaker opponent, David Tua or Antonio Tarver?
You'd have to say Tarver.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Tarver, yeah, exactly. He didn't regard Tarver as anything. You know what I mean? He didn't regard Tarver. But what I'm saying is that what he did, and these days you can get away with it. You can get away with not fighting the best, but you can pick a belt up in the division, but you can get away with, like what Manny Pacquiao did, not fighting Nate Campbell. You can get away with picking a belt up in the division. But these days you can get away with not fighting the very best in the division. That's all we ask.
See, the thing is, yeah, you see, people talk about Roy Jones' achievement, and it's a great achievement. But most of these guys, see all the guys who move maybe from cruiser or light heavyweight to heavyweight, like Hay and Jones, they have a few fights at heavyweight. They have a few. Johnson Langford lived in the division. He lived in it. Yeah? So you're talking about a lightweight who lived in the heavyweight division as well.
Yeah. They talk about Roberto Duran, one of the greatest of all time. They say that. They do say that because he came from lightweight up to middleweight. And
he didn't fight no heavyweights.
Nah, he didn't get no middleweight. That was his lot.
Yeah, well, you saw what William Joppy did to him, innit?
Yeah. But he couldn't go up no more, man. He couldn't. He's short dude. I saw Alan. How tall was Roberto Duran?
5'7".
5'7".
All right. How tall was Langford? 5'7". The same
height.
Same height. Same height, bruv. Same height, man. Oh, people are like, oh, them guys are terrible. Yeah? Well, let's say them guys, say the argument, them guys are terrible. Well, the guys you're saying are terrible are regarded as one of the best of all time. Some of the guys we're talking about. Jack Johnson, the best defensive fighter of all time. Maybe not just Philadelphia or Jack O'Brien, but definitely Stanley Ketchel and Tiger Flowers. No doubt, definitely.
Joe Gans.
Joe Gans, one of the best lightweights of all time, and the Barber Adidas as well.
Look, man, how many times did he fight Harry Will, McVeigh, and see people forgetting that he lived in the coloured heavyweight championship. He lived in it. Heavyweight, and like to me, I don't care what no one wants to say. That championship is just as valid as the main championship, as far as I'm concerned. The Negro League, just as valid. Just because you didn't want to recognize or give him a shot, it don't mean it was any worse. Yeah? He was fighting them guys. How much times did he fight Harry Wills? Loads and loads. You know? So it's just as valid. He lived it. He didn't just hop in the division. He lived in it. Listen, if you put Klitschko in front of Sam, he would have fought him.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not saying he would have beat him. He would have probably got beaten. But he would have fought him.
No doubt, man. I agree with you, man. And look, man. The reason why we bought this because it's just like, you know, we talk about all these guys, one of the greatest of all time, but you know, if I go by the old weight class system, Roberto Duran's up in there, and definitely Sam Langford's definitely there. Manny Pacquiao's done a feat, but you know, it's arguably, you know, I don't know some of the dudes he fought down in that low weight division. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if they were the greatest.
See, that's the thing, though, man. People are like, you know,
I don't know if he fought the greatest. Flyweight of all time when he was down there. Who was the greatest flyweight of all time?
I ain't even gonna go there. So
see, I ain't even gonna go there. Like flyweight.
But you know, the thing is, man. You see, the cherry picking argument. Like they say, Ray Robinson's the greatest. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But who did he fight for the light heavyweight title? He waited to fight Jerry Maxim. He didn't try and fight Moore or Johnson or any of them guys there. You know what I mean? Like, listen. Sam Langford would have fought Archie Moore. He wouldn't care. He would have beat Archie Moore probably. Outweighed or whatever. He would have fought him. And remember, Sugar Ray only tried once for it. He only tried once. He failed and he didn't try again for it.
Yeah.
Right? So we got to keep them things in perspective. See? People keep talking, oh, that was a great era. Yeah, it was great. It's probably great. That era, Sugar Ray Robinson era is greater than our era now. But it wasn't as tough as their era. So it keeps changing. It always keeps changing. Why didn't he try again for it? Because he didn't need to. That's why. He didn't need to. He could always go back down to middleweight and eat food. So he didn't need to. That's why. So it's not, you know, it's not. This cherry picking is such a. Who made that word? I hate that word. I can't stand that word.
Hey man, there's no cherry picking in boxing. Everyone's a danger. That's why boxing's unpredictable.
You get circumstances in boxing. That's all you cherry picking. I hate that word.
Everything's a potential banana skin.
Yeah, of course it is.
Hey, every time you step in that ring, one punch or this and that can render you brain damage and all sorts. Now, all these guys, we ain't fighting. You sit there and say these guys are cherry picked. They're easy. Ain't no one's easy, man. Yeah, none of these fights are easy. When it's all said and done, the guy in the ring knows how hard it is, man, for you to get in shape to go out there. You know, it's hard, man. Boxers are hard. It's one of the most hardest sports in the world, man.
Yep.
No, you have to recognize this now. We made it easy on you fight fans listening about cutting out the in between weight, because casual fans could recognize. If I said to you, casual fans, lightweight, middleweight, and light heavyweight, you know, you kind of think maybe not light heavyweight. Casual fans know what I'm talking about. When I start saying to casual fans about all these in between weights, what weight is that? I swear they'll get confused. It's very simple to talk about lightweight and middleweight, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
In casual conversations, when you say to someone who's a drinker, he's a lightweight, then they use that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
You refer to someone, that guy's a heavyweight. That guy's like a heavyweight. All right, it's in casual conversations, man.
Mhm.
No, that's a casual, comment. They use that in everyday words people use, so they know it's easy for us. That's why I broke it down for people to understand like that. No confusion about this 6-week champion, this and all that.
It's a great achievement. It's a great achievement. Yeah, you win all that, admittedly. But when you put it in perspective, what is it really saying? You're saying, that's record breaking. How is it really record breaking? If you're going to invent weight classes and weight divisions to accommodate, how is it really record? It's not really record breaking. They haven't really broke anything. Mm-hmm. It's just an illusion. That's all it is. It's an illusion. But we're going to wrap this one up for now.
Yeah.
Could be a part 2 coming, You never know.
I hope you enjoyed it, man. Leave your comments underneath. We'd like to know how you feel about what we talk about the in-between weights. And, and how you feel about, did the guys fight the very best? So, I hope it's very educational for you fight fans, yeah?
DJ Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.
Buster Douglas knocked him out. Buster Douglas, the fat bump, the legends out here.
Yo, this is Kris Caban chilling with my man EJ Boxing Live, one of the hottest, dopest boxing channels on YouTube. Check him out.
The boxing needs some runs on the EJ Live YouTube channel.
And Thea was the number 10 rating contender, and he had never been knocked down. And Sonny destroyed his mouth. But Thea lost most of his teeth, basically with 1 or 2 left hooks.
Oh shit, boy! What was look at kids sleeping like Manny Pacquiao?
DJ Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.